What going, YouTube, man? It's the boy J Smalls. I'm coming at y'all boys with another video, man. Today, as y'all can see, we are reacting to the Warriors. Giannis plan is insane. Now, if y'all let us Warriors, yes, us, you heard me, us get Giannis, bro, you might as well shut the league down. There's no point in even watching the NBA next season. You already know who's going to win. You might as well just take a year break, especially if you hate the Warriors. Just give it up, my brother. But if you guys, you may have clicked on this video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're having a fantastic and blessed day. And shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here, allowing y'all to be here, and just everything has done for us. Truly, thank you, Jesus. But with all that being said, let's hurry up and give me up.
Sorry, but
I know we actually can't get Giannis, though.
You needed one more win to get Steph Curry back, and you take 11 shots in 42 minutes. Game before took 9 shots. This is the man alone 56 on the one.
What are you doing, bro?
Struck an 8 seed to the finals 2 years ago. What happened?
Maybe he's preserving himself.
If one guy looked like he belonged, it was Jonathan Kuminga, and Steve Kerr can't stand that guy. So guess what? The Warriors know how little time they've got left with Steph, so they've got a plan for Giannis Antetokounmpo. They wanted him. I know the video just started. I got a question for y'all though, because I need y'all to speak to me too. Feel what I'm saying? How much time do y'all actually think the Warriors have to win a ring? What do y'all think is like the time window? Because me personally, bro, as a Curry and a Warriors fan, if you ask me, bro, I think that low-key got like 3 years max. I want to say 2 years, but like 2 to 3 years max, because Curry's like, what, 36? In 2 years, 3 years, he'd be like, what, 38, 39? Draymond's already old. But after the way he just played last season, I got some faith. I still think Jimmy Butler going to be nice. But it all depends. I think if we get Giannis, bro, maybe we can push that John to 4 years somehow. But I don't know how that's going to work, though, because I don't know Draymond, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that's going to work. But for sure, 2 to 3 years, bro. Because we could win next year, for sure. We can win the year after that. Now, third year is going to be a little tricky. And their bodies are getting older, injuries and all that. But I'm pretty sure they'd be straight. They take care of the body a lot. Or am I tripping, though? Now, if you're going to tell me, sit up here and tell me you think 1 year, bro, you're just being delusional. You're not using your brain. I'm just being honest, keeping it straightforward. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know, though. To be fair, The Athletic reports there are no early indications that the Warriors will be at the front of the line for a Giannis trade, but there is a realistic way to make it happen. But before that, the first thing the Warriors have to do is make a Jonathan Kuminga decision. After Steph's injury in Game 1, JK dropped 18, 30, 23.
He boosted his value too by going crazy. I love Kuminga, bro. I don't hate him. I don't know why Steve Kerr dissing my brother. He boosted his value, though. Shout out Jonathan Kuminga for absolutely hooping.
Why was he ever shut out of the rotation? I mean, the biggest disrespect for a player is 5 letters. DNPCD. Did not play, coach's decision. You were healthy enough, but coach doesn't believe in you. And in the biggest game of the year to avoid the play-in, Jonathan Kuminga got a DNP. That should not happen to a 22-year-old number 7 overall pick, but it did. Exactly. Again, in the play-in against Memphis, then 4 times round 1 against the Rockets. So why does he hate this man? Bro, he can obviously play. Well, we are finding out why. But round 2. Oh yeah,
nice ad, bro. Yeah, no, sir. But to be honest, bro, low key, I feel like Jonathan Kuminga, bro. I low key think I'm sorry for pausing, but you know, I'm just keeping it real. I low key think he'd be a superstar though, or he has the potential. Because if y'all see what this man was doing in the series, bro, he's only 21 years old. Legit, he's 21. My brother is super nice at basketball. Now, as much as I love the Warriors, bro, there is a point to be made that people have said, literally, you're in a system and you're playing around Stephen Curry. It don't matter about who you are unless you're like Kevin Durant or something. But you're still somewhat playing around Steph Curry. But if you're somebody like Jonathan Kuminga, everything you do is going to revolve around Curry. So he's in a matter he is being held back. Now somebody could say, well, he has Curry on his team, so that relieves some, which it does. But he can't do what he wants. He can't. I'm not saying he should have 100% control. But, I mean, my brother was still hooping, though. Curry wasn't playing. So, maybe that's why. Well, that is why Steve Kerr, let him play some more because Curry wasn't playing. But when he was playing, bro, my brother was hooping. Even when Curry was playing, he was still hooping. I'm not saying he wasn't hooping. But Jonathan Kuminga is going crazy. I see the potential. I see the vision. Now, could he be the Warriors' future? I don't know. But if we can get Giannis, bro, I'm like, get that brother off. I'm sorry. No diss.
The Warriors' offer was $30 million a year, and JK turned it down because he wanted $35 million. That's why you burn a $30 million a year offer? So you can imagine Kuminga felt a little pressure to get the shots up. Just take this game, for example, against Minnesota.
We offered him $30 million. He said no.
First quarter, check out JK
himself, I guess.
Pull up for a terrible mid-range J with 16 left on the shot clock. Is that Warriors basketball? No. Another early shot here, and an airball three.
I mean, you're showing.
Watch this.
Yeah, it's
Kuminga
not good.
dribbles into a double team with the defensive player of the year guarding. I mean, look at Brandon Podziemski wide open, begging for the ball. And you know that would have just been a quick swing pass right to Steph Curry.
Tripping.
Instead,
I'm not going to lie, and he has to grow in his decision making. You know, he's still young, so I'm not saying, like, he's pulling up his worst highlights possible. Now, obviously, what he just did was disgusting, but, like, bro, some of his decision making is not going to be the greatest. Especially if he does not play, what do you expect? He's going to be doing
even after
something
a win,
like that. So I'm not surprised.
Kerr ripped him.
When you have Steph Curry on the team, you pass the ball because you pass it 2 or 3 times, the defense is scrambling.
You got to suck up that pride, too, when you're playing with
So
Curry,
it's a choice.
bro.
We can either do that and win games, or we can shoot, a whole bunch of 15-foot contested shots in the middle of the shot clock and be a lousy NBA team.
Dude, that was after a win. Can you imagine how pissed Kerr must be
after
losses? I mean, Kerr didn't call Kuminga out by name there, but we all knew who he was talking about. So when they got Jimmy Butler, first, Kerr tried to make it work, but when it didn't, he permanently benched Kuminga. His minutes were slashed so low you'd think he was a rookie. The main problem is
some games where Loki forgot Kuminga was Loki even on our team. That's how bad it was, dude.
And this is the reason there's almost no chance Kuminga is a Warrior next year. This year, he's shooting a career low.
Now, where's the honest part? That's what I'm here for, baby.
3, which makes Kuminga basically unplayable with Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green also on the court who don't shoot well. Here, we'll see Jimmy Butler set this nice brush screen in transition. And again, that pull-up shooting forces Jimmy's man to step up, which then clears up the paint.
Nice high IQ basketball, Jimmy.
Look how Luka on the weak side is going to roam off Kuminga because he doesn't respect the shooting and break up the lob pass. Notice here how deep Gabe Vincent is sitting in help, pretty much ignoring Kuminga in the corner. And Gabe's able to then both take away Green's role
that's not
and recover back to Kuminga in
Only
the
way
corner.
for Kuminga to stand is if he actually develops a nice jumper.
Side. What if Kuminga plays with a spaced out offense to his advantage? Last year they had a veteran pass first point guard in CP3 willing to make the simple play, create advantages for JK. Look at this play here. Kuminga surrounded by Steph, Clay, CP in the corner. No wonder he had a
straight
breakout
ISO.
season.
That's easy.
Now, Kerr's got Jimmy and Draymond. So who do you think's going to be the odd man out? He can't play all 3 of them, so of course JK gets benched. And by the way, Steve Kerr was right. I mean, what did we just see with Kuminga as the primary option, playing Butler and Draymond Green? A low ceiling, lost to Minnesota in 5 games. So what happens next? Well, this is where Giannis comes in. Kuminga could be a key piece to land the Greek Freak, but the 3 options for JK are: he signs with another team and plays for nothing.
No. We need to sign and
to
trade.
The Warriors on a new contract, or sign and trade somewhere else
sign and
so
trade.
the Warriors get players in return. The most likely option is 3. And by the way, he should leave. I mean, Kuminga never should have been on this team to begin with. They did the whole 2 timelines thing by accident. The Dubs didn't plan to get 2 top 10 picks in the middle of their dynasty, but what did they do with those picks? Instead of drafting players to fit their system or trading them, they got James Wiseman and Jonathan Kuminga.
James Wiseman, bro. He had potential. I seen the vision. But, bro, is James Wiseman one of the biggest busts ever, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I remember in high school, now he didn't even play in college, bro, because I forgot why he couldn't play. In high school, bro, I thought James Wiseman was next up. Like Jalen and Q, how we thought my brother was gonna be Baby Westbrook. I thought James Wiseman was that guy coming up. Even when he didn't even play in college, bro, I still had high hopes. And whenever we got James Wiseman, I mean, the Warriors low-key has always been in a center to some extent, especially like in recent years. Yes, we need one bad. We drafted James Wiseman. I'm thinking we about to go crazy, bro. James Wiseman barely did anything. And then he went to the Pistons. I thought he was low-key doing kind of decent or smooth, but is James Wiseman even in the NBA anymore, bro? Like, is he a top 7 bust of all time? Obviously, you got Anthony Bennett, and there's some more players. Does Greg Oden count? I mean, my brother did get hurt, but I don't really know too much about Greg Oden like that. I just know he wasn't as good as he should be. But, dog, I had a lot of high hopes for James Wiseman, bro, and he let me down. I thought he was going to be like not. I thought this would be like good like Joel or something, or at least like Cat or something. I mean, you could argue Cat might be better than Joel right now, but that's the point. I thought he was gonna be one of those. My brother did not pan out at all, bro. And with the Warriors development, I thought there was no way
he retires. But oops, turns out Wiseman wasn't that good, and Steph is still going strong at age 37. So Kuminga never got to spread his wings like a normal top 10 pick. It is now time for him to move on and show what he can actually do. But what about Giannis? Well, to get him on the Warriors, they would have to move on from either Jimmy Butler or Draymond Green.
No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Look.
The money work, but it seems crazy.
Wait, how to make the money work? Wait, hold on.
Or Draymond Green. So get him on the Warriors, they would have to move on from either Jimmy Butler or Draymond Green. It's the only way to make the money work. But it seems crazy to move on from Jimmy just a few months after acquiring him. I mean, dude may have.
All right, look, wait, hold on. Before I was saying what I'm saying, I'm trying to hear him out.
But he had a serious injury against Houston. Plus, what do you expect without Steph Curry? I mean, yes, the Timberwolves beat them. But it's kind of like beating the Bulls without Michael Jordan.
Facts.
Congratulations, but there's an asterisk there. I mean, with Jimmy and Steph,
all right, bro, come on. I'm trying to hear how the trade gonna work,
beat
bro,
the 2-seed Rockets.
To
we do not know how good they could have been if healthy. But that's the thing. Next year, Steph, Jimmy, and Dre will be 38, 36, and 30.
We are old, bro. We are old.
Years old. That is old in the NBA. And cores that age don't get better, they get worse. But Giannis is just 30, smack in his prime.
All right, I'll be honest, bro. This is how the Warriors are gonna make the Giannis trade work. No, I'm telling you, this is how we are going to get Giannis. Listen, hear me out. I'm telling y'all right now. We're gonna sign JK to a fat contract, right? Like 35. Probably get what we want, like 35 or something like that, right? Boom. What we're going to do is we're going to send JK, we're going to send Pods, maybe Moses or somebody else. As long as we do not send Draymond, Jimmy, or Curry, low key at this point, I don't care. We're giving up JK, Pods, maybe Moses, or somebody else, or maybe even a fourth player, and we're sending them. It's Giannis. Send them all the first round picks we have for the whole future. Forget the future. We worry about now. If we get Giannis, we're winning. Bro, Curry. Imagine if we get... I don't know if we're going to be able to afford Derek White. Imagine we get Curry. Let's just say we get Derek White or Buddy Hield, whatever. No. This lineup. Curry, Jimmy, Dre, Giannis, and we get a center from the offseason. Oh my gosh, bro. Do you know how scary we're going to be? This Warriors team is going to be so disgusting, so good, so perfect, so juicy. But that's how we're going to get Giannis, bro. We don't have to give up Jimmy or Draymond. That's not happening, bro. If my math is mathing in my head, I'm pretty sure that's how it will work. So Giannis, you are a fellow Warrior. You feel what I'm saying? Welcome. We're not in the Bay Area no more. Where are we at again? Sure, I forgot. Welcome to the team, though. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see the photoshots of Giannis in the blue and gold. My brother, I'm going to be going crazy. Curry's 5th ring incoming. Giannis' 2nd ring incoming. Jimmy's 1st ring incoming. Draymond Green's 5th ring incoming too, baby. Stay tuned, man. Y'all better watch out now.
Pass that up. But like we said, Dubs aren't at the front of the line here. I mean, teams like the Rockets or the Spurs now with the number 2 pick, or even
the Spurs are not trading. Bro, the Rockets, no. Get out of here.
Bid them.
The Nets? Bro, who are the Nets going to trade? Bro, if I'm Giannis and they're trying to send me to the Nets, bro, I'm smacking the GM. I'm trolling, but... Nah, for real, though, like...
How does this work?
Bro, I'm hot.
Well, the best comparison is Anthony Davis to the Lakers in 2019. AD was desperate to play with LeBron James.
Yes, he needed to be desperate
even
to play
though
with
other
Curry.
teams had a better package, AD landed in LA. Now, Davis had two things going for him that Giannis does not. One, he was on the last year of his contract. Giannis has two. And AD was willing to make things uncomfortable. The final months in New Orleans were a circus. Is Giannis willing to do that? But we do know, just like AD with LeBron, Giannis is obsessed with Steph.
Yes!
When Curry was the All-Star captain, he picked Giannis first. Then Giannis was the captain next year, he took Steph number one. When the Dubs won the title in 2022, Giannis said, "Man, Steph is the best player in the world." And Steph responded, "Funny. I was thinking the same thing about him." It's a full-on bromance. Now, what the Dubs will probably do is sign and trade Kuminga somewhere to get a decent role player, maybe size at center, but do not rule out the Giannis plan, because crazier trades have happened in the NBA. But speaking of crazy trades, Dallas deals Luka and then
hold
they
on.
get Cooper Flag. How is that possible?
That's crazy.
Well, a lot of
WO
people
promo
think
for next video,
it's 'cause
right?
the NBA is
All right, look, I'm gonna be honest, bro. We're getting Giannis. Giannis legit wants to play with Curry. We're getting Giannis, bro. At the end of the day, hopefully we do. But if you did stay this long to the end of the video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. So hopefully you can have a blessed and fantastic day in Jesus' name. But without further ado, mighty see young boys in the next one, man. Yo.